In connection with the murders of Philip Richards and Michelle Cox, officials say Boyd, 42, described as a member of the Santana Block Crips, operated around the 2000 Valentine Avenue area in the Bronx. The victims described as rival gang members or associates. The state announcing the launching of a lawsuit aimed at the biggest distributor of e-cigarettes, accusing them of violating state laws prohibiting the sale of vape flavors and designs aimed at kids. State Attorney General official names.
They flood the market with ultra-cheap vapes. They lie about the safety and legality of their products. They ensure their vapes are abundantly available near schools and playgrounds. And they market directly and aggressively to children.
From the video posted on X, 5 years ago, New York did ban all vaping flavors other than tobacco. Next month, a judge in Los Angeles set to hear arguments for the Menendez brothers in a bid to get out of prison. They were convicted of killing their parents in 1989.
In a phone call from behind bars, Maya and Eric Menendez told a TMZ podcast hosted by their attorney.
The northbound Van Wyck into Hillside Ave in Queens as construction knocks out a couple lanes. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The inbound Brooklyn Bridge stop-and-go traffic with a crash in the right lane clearing up. Not too bad at the lane from Holland Tunnel, and we're still pretty quiet across the George. And this report sponsored by MajorWorld.com. Don't get duped by low advertised prices on Hyundai cars. Once you try to buy one, the final price will end up being thousands more. Come to Major World for transparent pricing and no surprises. Major World, 4340 Northern Boulevard, Long Island City, Queens. Call 1-800-MAJOR-AUTO or go to MajorWorld.com. I'm Anthony Dillon. Our next report at 10:01. 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Now, the AccuWeather 4-day forecast with meteorologist Brian Thompson.
After starting off with some light snow and flurries early tonight, which can accumulate dusting to perhaps an inch in some places, it will be increasingly windy through the nights, and it will be cold with some cooling, low temperature around 22. Mostly sunny tomorrow, blustery and cold, high temperature 35.
Get my furniture, my car. I was scared.
She did her homework and chose community tax.
After looking online at reviews and stuff, no test, no brainer. They were the most honest, most affordable, hands down.
Did she make the right choice?
I saved an astounding amount of money. They have to be real reputable. I'm serious.
Do what Leona did and call community tax. Want to save as much money as possible? Want to stop collections? Do you have liens, levies, and wage garnishments? Protect yourself. Take action by calling now for a free initial consultation. Call 800-308-6638.
Don't even try doing this yourself. Call community tax, get on it, and let them take care of it for you. They're great people to work with.
Call now, 800-308-6638. 800-308-6638.
Wednesday night, 9:54, Mitch McConnell to end his long Senate run.
The longest-serving Senate party leader in American history says his career will end after this term. Senator Kentucky sent Mitch McConnell to the Senate 7 times.
Seek this honor an 8th time.
On his 83rd birthday, McConnell
Man who's probably the same age as my grandson would be so excited because he was for the first time in his own room.
It's a Habitat for Humanity house, and CEO Diane Manders says a family of 4 is moving in.
Homeowners come to us and apply, they have to have what we call a critical housing need.
Parents had to do 300 hours of sweat equity to qualify, both doing work on their home and a home for another family being built. Sophia Hall, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Brentwood, Long Island.
It said a 3D printed home costs about half the price of a traditional single-family house. One Hollywood franchise taken sold.
When he's not strapped to a table with a laser about to slice him in half.
Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to lie.
James Bond likes his martini shaken, not stirred. Hollywood has been both shaken and stirred by the announcement. The franchise's longtime custodians are stepping back. Charles Coffey and Michael G. Wilson say they're partnering with Amazon MGM to own the intellectual property rights to James Bond movies. They're giving up creative control. No word on how much money is changing hands in a deal expected to close sometime this year.
lower court, which ruled there's no evidence establishing any artistic achievement in the wide strap sandals. The court was nice enough to add that Birkenstocks are comfortable footwear.
Now, Bloomberg Money Watch.
Under pressure from the Trump administration, Citigroup, among the nation's biggest banks, now ending its workplace representation goals, removing requirements to interview diverse job candidates. Strong earnings from Walmart this quarter, but it lowered its full-year outlook, citing an uncertain economic environment. Its customers expected to curb their spending, and that sent Walmart shares down 6.5%. At the close, the Dow down 1%, 451 points lower. The Nasdaq down 0.5%, 94 points, and the S&P down 27. Amazon, the owner of Hollywood's legendary MGM Studios, just inked a deal to take over creative control of the 007 James Bond franchise and all intellectual property rights to the character from its longtime private owners. No terms disclosed. And the energy drink maker Celsius is paying $1.8 billion to buy rival Alani Nu, popular with social media influencers. Bloomberg Money Watch at 56 and 56 every hour. I'm Tom Busby for 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
We're here with attorney Mark Miner of the personal injury law firm Dahlman, Schmerman, and Miner. Mark, winter conditions can make walking treacherous.
And there's never a fee unless there's a recovery.
If you're injured in an accident, call the 1-800-LAW-LINE. That number again is 1-800-LAW-LINE.
WINS FM and HD1 New York. Always live from the free Odyssey app.
Now, the cold one says after cloudy, some light snow overnight, along with flurries, accumulating to a dusting, perhaps an inch in some places. Watch out for slippery spots, too. Increasing winds and cold tonight with some clearing, low 22. Tomorrow, mostly sunny for your Friday. Blustery, still cold, high 35. AccuWeather, real feels lingering in the 20s. Friday night, diminishing winds, otherwise mainly clear, low 22. By the time we get to Saturday, not as cold, sunshine, a few clouds, a high 40 degrees. Relatively warmer Sunday, milder, some sunshine, the high 45 degrees. Warmer apparently continuing. More people get news from 1010 Wins after the annual radio station in the nation. John Davis, Service Aid, Sweetina Kakar, Ed
Lane Bajardi, and here's what's happening. Governor Hochul will not be removing Mayor Adams' office, but she is looking to put some restraints on him. Going to reimburse drivers for congestion tolls they've paid since President Trump pulled the plug on the program. City employees will be surged into the South Bronx to deal with quality of life issues. Two Republicans turned thumbs on Kash Patel, narrowly confirmed FBI director in the Senate. Long Island's first 3D printed affordable home is complete with a family set to move in next week. Sports, Knicks and Nets in action. The USA and Canada still in the four-nation face-off final underway. AccuWeather says rain or in the snow and flurries. They accumulated dusting to an inch in some spots. Increasingly windy and cold later tonight. Some clearing, low 22. News Time 10:01. Traffic and transit with Kelly Dillon.
We've got a bad crash in New Jersey, southbound Route 21 at Chestertown in Newark. All lanes closed and difficult here tonight, so do skip that spot. Long Island's Big Three were okay through Nassau, on the northern and southern parkways. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Inbound Brooklyn Bridge, an accident still takes out the right lane. Stop and go traffic continues. Pretty quiet at the back of Lincoln and Holland tonight, and no trouble to report on the George. And I'm Dylan. Our next report at 10:11. 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
Snow flurries this morning, making things interesting. Let's go from AccuWeather's Brian Thompson.
The light snow and flurries will be diminishing as we head throughout the evening hours, and there could be a dusting to perhaps an inch of accumulation in some spots, and certainly some slippery spots are possible early. So that snow's going to be winding down as we head into the overnight hours. Tomorrow, typically a bit above freezing. We'll actually see temperatures in the mid-30s, but there will be a gusty wind. Winds gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour. By the weekend, though, it's going to feel a lot better. The wind diminishes. We'll have quite a bit of sunshine and high temperatures back into the 40s.
inspector general to handle city affairs.
To protect the city's investigations from any interference.
One of several legislative proposals that would last till the end of the year if approved and would be subject to renewal. Mac Rosenberg, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
City Hall released a statement from the mayor that says in part, while there is no legal basis for limiting New Yorkers' power by limiting the authority of his office, he told the governor he is willing to work with her to ensure faith in the government is strong. From the earliest days of the Adams administration, the mayor was criticized for placing many of his closest friends and associates from his time in the NYPD in high positions. Many have since left city government under a cloud. One is now facing a misconduct finding from the Department of Investigation.
The report said 7 witnesses at the Midtown Migrant Shelter saw retired police captain Timothy Pearson refuse to show ID as required, then curse at and assault security guards. DOI Commissioner Joshua Strauber.
Version of events that he was assaulted by his security guards, and as a result, those 2 individuals were arrested.
The Manhattan DA quickly dropped the charges. Attorney Jason Steinberger filed a civil suit on behalf of 3 guards.
I trust that the city will enforce strict measures to hold Timothy Pearson accountable.
At the end. They should be made to those charged upon receiving the Department of Transportation letter giving approval for the program if and when the Trump administration's position is upheld in court. The MTA says it will not be upheld. They are confident they will prevail. Good wireless headphones aren't cheap. Dropping $350 on a decent pair isn't unusual, and thieves are paying attention. Police have identified a pattern of high-end headphone thefts in Lower Manhattan and Staten Island.
One way to protect your headphones, wear them under the hood of your coat.
Oh, I know. I mean, I never even thought about it. I just, it's crazy, so I brought it up. But, you need to on your car a little bit.
Talking to people here on Warren Street, where police say 2 men have been targeting victims' devices. 6 headphone thefts in the City Hall, Lower Manhattan area since February 10. Police believe the same pair also stole the 14-year-old's moose knuckle coat on Staten Island. Louis tells me he hides his phone.
Well, it was headphones. I just let it go.
He says it's not worth getting assaulted or injured. Juliet Papa, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Before Governor Hochul announced she'll put guardrails around decisions made by Eric Adams, the mayor was in the South Bronx, launching a plan to improve quality of life there.
All eyes are now on cleaning up the South Bronx. Mayor Adams says it's going to happen through the city's Community Link program.
With a joint agency operation